Hello, welcome to the Dark Night Toolbox. My name is Alicia, and this is day 3 of 7 sessions I'm calling What Are You Chakran About? Where we're exploring the ancient Vedic tools of yoga, meditation, pranayama, to explore how they help us heal from the inside out. So I want you to remember, if these tools are new to you, they've been used for thousands of years by billions of people. And they are really effective, and that's why I'm sharing them with you, because they've made a difference for me personally. So they're cumulative, as I've mentioned before. They work their way up from 1 to 7, and right now we're on day 3. So if you haven't already explored the tools for the sacral chakra and the root chakra, you may want to do that before you jump in here today, and we're going to explore the solar plexus chakra. So the solar plexus chakra is called Manipura in Sanskrit, which I believe means 1,000 gems, which is pretty cool. And this is our personality. This is our center of strength, our willpower, our self-determination, self-control, self-discipline. This chakra is really about power. And this chakra is really the divine masculine energy of all of us, men and women, just like the sacral chakra is the divine feminine energy of all of us. The divine sacral chakra is flow and feeling and water. The divine masculine energy is willpower, it's strength, and it's guided by the element of fire. And its energy is heat and warmth. And without the sun, we wouldn't have life, right? So we need this energy. It's really important to our survival. But the problem is, and the reason I'm recording outside today, is that if we allow our solar plexus energy to burn out of control, it's like a wildfire. It's like what's happening on the planet right now. And today I am thousands of miles from the source of this smoke, and normally this would be a sunny day with sun shining on the sea, but the air has cleared considerably since last Saturday when the smoke blew in. But the solar plexus energy, the energy of the sun out of control, the energy of fire out of control, is very damaging. So we really want to get this energy balanced, but like I said, these chakras are cumulative, so it's really important that we honor and respect the energy of water and the energy of earth in order to really get to the point where we can use the energy of fire safely. Okay, so obviously the color, it's like the rainbow, the 7 chakras. The color is yellow. It's the 3rd longest wavelength of light. The note is E, which is the third longest wavelength and 3rd highest frequency, about 20 hertz for that. And it's physically located here, your solar plexus. It's right at this spot below your rib cage, where you would take a punch, right? Okay. This energy governs our stomach and our liver, and unlike the root chakra, which governs digestion and elimination, this chakra governs our salt-sugar balance in our body. Its associated gland is the pancreas, which create insulin, gastrin, glucagon, somatostatin. These hormones all help regulate our sugar-salt balance, aid in digestion in the stomach, and actually into the intestines, but it's before it moves towards the elimination phase. This is like really where we get our fuel, where we power up, okay? And of course, the purpose of the solar plexus is willpower, personal power, self-discipline. Now, interestingly, the guardian of our willpower, of our ability to choose, is shame. Now, shame is different than guilt, which guards the sacral chakra. Guilt is the idea that you've done something wrong against your intuition and your gut feelings. Here at the solar plexus, shame is the idea that there is something wrong with you, inherently wrong. And what we see, I believe, in the world today with this out-of-control solar plexus energy of a male-dominated society and things burning uncontrollably, is that we have not honored and respected our feelings and our flow, and we have not honored and respected our earth and our connections to the earth. So that's why you got to cumulatively build this up. Connect with the earth, and then connect with your feelings. Then make your choices. And your choices will be much better guided, much less destructive, and that levels. So when we experience shame, interesting things happen to our behaviors. we get into patterns of power trips, okay? This is about power. It's about imbalances of power. And in power trips, there's the perpetrator and there's the victim. There's the aggressor and then there's the passive one. And they're two sides of the same coin, and it's all about an imbalance in the solar plexus chakra. This is where we come into greed and hoarding and selfishness. The idea that you are not worthy leads us to want to have more things, to control more things and take more things and have way more than we need, because we don't feel and know our inherent beauty and worthiness. Okay? So when we find ourselves in this situation, which I feel we're seeing on a global scale right now, we need to call in the warrior. And the warrior that counters greed and helps us move towards the virtue of prudence is courage. This is about you. This is about you having the courage to either get out from the puppet strings or let go of the puppet strings. And trust me, it takes as much courage to do both. It takes an incredible amount of courage to let go of power. It takes an incredible amount of courage to let go of control. It takes an incredible amount of courage to let things go, to not have all this extra, just in case stuff. All right, so we're calling in courage. Okay, so that's the knowledge that we're gonna share. I'm gonna share about the solar plexus chakra. We know the intention is to have our willpower, our free will, our choice, with prudence, with self-discipline. We know that this energy of the solar plexus is guarded by shame, the idea that we're not worthy. That idea of shame is culturally huge in the fact that we don't honor our feelings, we don't honor the flow and the feminine, we don't honor the earth, we don't honor the connections that we have to each other, the earth and planet and ourselves. And before I move into the somatic tools for the solar plexus chakra, I want to share a personal story about my experience with my solar plexus energy. So about 10 years ago, I became involved in a very abusive relationship. An abusive relationship has two sides. There's the aggressor and there's the victim, and they're both equally responsible for the situation. And in that relationship, now in retrospect, it's very hard to see when you're inside of it, in retrospect, I can see that I was not honoring my divine feminine. I was not honoring my intuition. My intuition was telling me, even from the very beginning of that relationship, this isn't good, this is not working. But I didn't want to believe that. I wanted something else to be true. And my willpower overruled my intuition. And another aspect of abusive relationships is disconnection. It's a pattern. It's a way of that they work, okay? And disconnection means, like, in personal abusive relationship, disconnecting maybe from family, from friends, isolating yourself in that pattern of abuse with that person. And I was doing that. I was becoming disconnected from my friends, from my family, wasn't talking to anybody. I felt shamed of where I had gotten to. And not only that, I got disconnected from my body. I allowed my body to be harmed in ways that, now that I am connected to my body, are absolutely intolerable. And and it doesn't start in an abusive relationship with a physical harm. It starts with words. It starts with general kindnesses and insults. And so just be aware that we all have some aspect of an imbalance in our solar plexus energy, and it's important that we strengthen the layers before our solar plexus in order to really experience the strength of this power. So we want our will, we want our choice. It's guarded by shame. Shame is really telling us, hey, you're not honoring the rest of you, and you need to call in the word of courage to really honor the rest of you, to have the courage to let go of the puppet strings or get out from under the controlling situation you happen to be in. Okay, so now we're going to move to our mat. Well, actually, I'm moving to the sand here today. And on the way there, think about the 3 tools that I've given you for the last 2 sessions. 1, self-care. Make sure you're really comfortable, your clothes are comfortable, temperature's right, stuff like that. Get yourself kind of into a feeling like this is a ritual. This is something I'm going to do for myself that's I really care about and care about myself. Secondly, the tool of aromatherapy. Now, I left my kit in the car today and I've walked a ways to get here, so I'm not going to go back and get it. But any aromatherapy is using the olfactory receptors to bring in essences of plants to affect our body chemistry from the inside out. Anything that's like a citrus is really good, like a lemongrass, anything kind of yellow or citrusy will really help the energy of the solar plexus. And the third tool on the way to your mat is your rock stones and gems. If I have a collection of some agates I found on a beach in Oregon that are yellow, and a yellow citrine point, any yellow stone may be helpful for you for really focusing the energy of your solar plexus. Okay, I'll see you in a few minutes when I get organized, and we'll go work on the tools for the soma, for our body, and then the innate wisdom that resides there. Okay, we're going to begin our soma somatic tool exploration by making a statement of the solar plexus chakra. So the statement of the solar plexus chakra is I choose. We're going to say it 3 times together. And if this is helpful for you, you can say this throughout your day. I choose. I choose. I choose. Now we're going to make the sound of the sacral chakra, which is ah, like ah. Okay? All right? 3 times together in your head or out loud. Sorry, got something stuck in my foot. Okay. Ah. When you chant, if you can feel the vibration in your solar plexus, that's helpful. Okay, like ta-da. All right, this is our personality. Now we're going next into our visualization. Today we're going to do, I guess we're gonna go down to seated. We're gonna do a visualization about the sun. Okay. So, if it's comfortable for you, you can do the mudra. And if you want to add this on, the mudra for the solar plexus is interlace your fingers. Index fingers together, thumbs together, kind of making like you're holding a little tiny sun there in your hands, okay? And you want to put that right on your solar plexus. If you really want to challenge yourself, you can raise your hands in the air like you're welcoming the light of the sun. And when you do this, if you face the sun, that's helpful as well. So I'm not feeling super energetic today. I am going to do the mudra. If you like, you can close your eyes or gently soften your gaze. And I want you to start to begin just breathing in and out. Again, in your breathing, bringing your air all the way down to the bottom of your lungs, almost like you want your air to reach down into your solar plexus and feel that part of your body expanding and contracting. The bellows of your body, bringing air in and out. And I want you to begin to imagine in that center of your solar plexus is a beautiful yellow gem shining with the yellow sunlight. Yellow like dandelions, like daffodils. Yellow like the sun. And as you breathe in, almost like you're blowing air on this fire, this gem inside of you. And this yellow light begins to expand. As you breathe out, gently relaxes back, and then breathe in, expands a bit more. Breathe out, feel that light enveloping you. Breathe in, expansion, fuel, fire. Breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, and as you breathe in and out, this yellow, beautiful light envelops your whole being and expands outwards from this gem in the center of your solar plexus. And you feel this warmth, this beautiful, energetic warmth enveloping you. Clear yellow light. beautiful energy of the sun, and the sun within warming you, powering you, fueling you. And you allow this energy to go through all of your body. Focusing your air, focusing your breath on any area that may need to be expanded and softened. And soon you begin to feel yourself filled with this beautiful yellow light, the energy of the sun within, the knowing of your will, of your choices, of your personal power. And I want you to sit in that feeling. Slowly begin to open your eyes or focus your gaze. And we're going to allow that to go, that visualization to go. If you can carry that feeling with you through the day, this beautiful inner light shining outwardly from you, encompassing you, purifying you, clearing you, that may be helpful. Now we're going to work on our next our next tool is pranayama, which is breath work. We're going to do something called bellows breath. Okay, just like old-fashioned days, the fire, you had the bellows and you blew air on it, the fire blew out of control. Just like what happened in the western United States with that fire was burning and that big gush of air came down from the north and just blew that fire up and blew all that smoke up my way. All right, we're going to bellow our breath. So what we're going to do is pant through our nose. I want you to breathe in to your belly, one breath out to clear. Breathe in, and we're going to do this in 10-second intervals. Breathe in. And you're really panting from your belly through your nose. Breathe in. Breathe in. One more. Now, I don't know about you, but that really wakes up my core. As we strengthen our physical core of our being, we strengthen our solar plexus energy. The next pranayama we're going to do is breath of fire. This one we're going to lay on our backs. I want you to put your hands underneath your glutes. And you're going to lift your feet about 10 centimeters off the ground, 6 inches, and lift your head about the same distance. And now we're going to pant like a dog. My favorite thing to do apparently, because I do it every week, but it really works. Breathe in. Take a couple of relaxing breaths between sets. We're going to do 2 more sets. Breathe in. One more set. A couple of breaths to let that settle. Feel that energy flowing out from that jewel through your whole outer round, your whole being. Last set. Okay. Now gently come to your side. We're going to push up And we're going to move now into our yoga asanas, which is our yoga postures. Now the first one, I'm going to get this shell, sharp shell out from under me. The first one we're going to do is archer. So I want you to come up to standing position. I want you to put your right leg behind your left leg forward, and the heel of your left foot is pointing towards the arch of your right. Twist your hips back towards the front, bend your knees. If you feel any strain, bend and move and adjust. You do not want to feel any strain in your knees. Hips to the front, left arm up as if you're holding a bow, right arm up, and now draw your bowstring back. And we're going to hold, I want you to find a point in the distance you can focus on, and we're going to hold this for about 30 seconds. And as you hold this pose, I want you to say this affirmation to yourself or out loud. I am strong. I am strong. I am strong. I am strong. All right, we'll let that go. I like to take a moment to kind of melt between poses. I find it really helpful. So, and maybe a little shake, especially something really focused like that. Now we're going to step to the other side. Right foot forward, left foot behind. Right heel is pointing towards the arch of your left foot. Turn your hips back to the front. And again, no strain in your knees. Bend and adjust if there's any strain whatsoever. Right arm up. You're holding your bow. Left arm, you're going to draw your arrow back and notch it. And I want you to say to yourself, out loud or in your mind's eye, I am powerful. I am powerful. Ah, there's a bee. I'm scared. All right, I was scared, but I am powerful. I'm really allergic to bees. I am powerful. About 10 more seconds. Really feeling your strength, feeling your power. Spine is straight. Release the breath, release the focused pose. That was quite funny that a yellow bumblebee or wasp flew up right when I was doing that and made me question my power. All right, next pose we're going to do is really going to take some focus. We're going to do eagle. We're going to start on the right hand side. Plant your right foot really firmly. Make sure that it's centered and balanced. You're going to take your left foot and cross it over your right. And you may stay here if this is where you want to be or was what feels good. But if you feel it, you can bend your right knee a little more. Bring your left knee around and you're going to bend down. So I'll show you from the side. See if I can get really firm this way. Bringing your leg around. Then you're going to bring your right arm under, your left arm over your right arm. I am focused. I am focused. I am focused. And you're kind of pushing up on your arms and you're pushing down on your legs and kind of squeezing your legs together. That will help you with your balance. Your core is strong. You are focused. I am focused. Now we're going to let that go. Take a pause. Shake it out. I can really feel my blood pumping. I can really feel that takes some serious strength to do that pose. We're going to do that again on the other side. Left leg really solid on the ground. Right leg, maybe you're just here. This time the right arm's going to go over the left. Maybe you're here. If you feel it, you can bend your leg, wrap your other leg around. I am focused. I am focused. Like an eagle, the eye in the sky, you see the big picture. I see the big picture. Like the eagle, I see the big picture. A few more seconds. Really pushing on those arms, strengthening those legs, strengthening your core. I see the big picture. Now gently unravel. Shake it out maybe if it feels good. So this solar plexus, all these asanas, they're really about core strength and determination. Those are the qualities that we're building in ourselves as we build this strength in our body. The next pose we're going to do boat. Okay, so boat, you're coming down. You're going to get yourself really solid on your pubic bones. Now, if you're comfortable, you can stay like this. And if you like to, you can straighten your arms and your legs out. And you can say to yourself, I am brave. I weather life's storms. I weather life's storms. I am brave. I am brave. I weather life's storms. Now we're going to let that go. And you may have noticed there was a little shake in my legs. You know, we're all here learning. These affirmations are things that we want to be true. So, you know the saying, you say something long enough and loud enough, it becomes true. So we're going to start saying the things that we really want to be true. Now we're going to turn ourselves onto our stomachs and we're going to do bow, another focused pose. I want you to turn over, come down in your belly, and bring your legs up, and your hands up. And if you can, grab your ankles. If you can't, just reach to where it's comfortable. If it's comfortable, reach your ankles. And you can push up, kick out with your legs, and pull back your arms. If it's comfortable, if there's any strain in your knees, do not strain your knees. Let it go. Just go wherever it feels good. And as you breathe in and out, you may find yourself in a little rock. I call in courage. I ask for courage. I ask for courage. Courage to do the right thing. Okay, we're going to let that go. Maybe put your head down and relax for a minute. Return to your cheek to one side for a few breaths. And then the other side. And slowly come back up. The last tool we're going to work on here for the solar plexus is our moving meditation. And I'm actually going to do 3 rounds of sun salutations. I find for me, it's meditative. There is an eagle flying over right now. That's so cool. A bee and an eagle. Okay, so we're going to do 3 rounds of sun salutations. And that's our last tool for the day. So this is my favorite sun salutation flow. And if you can, face the sun when you do this. And every in and out breath, we're going to make a movement. So we're going to breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, feet hip width apart, breathe out. Let yourself fold. Breathe in, halfway up. Breathe out, fold. Breathe in, left foot back. Warrior 1. Breathe out, fold to triangle. Breathe in. Bring your body forward. Bring it, stretch this leg. Breathe out, downward dog. Breathe in, plank. Breathe out, fish. Breathe in, cobra. Breathe out, fish. Breathe in, plank. Breathe out, downward dog. Breathe in, left foot forward. Breathe out, relax to your knee. Breathe in, up to warrior one. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway up. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in slowly, roll up to standing. Your head is the last thing that comes up. Breathe out, hands to prayer. In, up. Breathe out. In, halfway. Out. In, left foot back. Warrior one. Out. In, triangle. Out. Downward dog. In, plank. Out. Fish. Straighten your toes. In. Cobra. Out. Fish. Toes tucked under. In. Plank. Out. Downward dog. In. Left foot. Out. Relax down. In. Warrior one. Out. Forward fold. In. Halfway lift. Out. Forward fold. Breathe in. Slowly rolling up. Breathe out. Now do it at your own pace, following your breath. Well, thank you for exploring these tools with the Dark Night Toolbox. Again, this is day 3 of What Are You Chakran About? My name's Alicia. Hope these are helpful for you and you got something useful out of this. And maybe we'll see you next time when we get to the heart chakra. Thanks. Bye.